So right now with oil, if we make a deal tomorrow, hypothetically speaking, the first few months of it is just going to be getting supply back to the rest of the world, getting things back to normal, and a small sliver of that supply will go towards reserves. At some point, we will be back up to reserve levels and all be good. That could take 6 months between revamping supply and also having some of that go back towards reserves, which means that oil will stay higher for longer, which means gas prices will also stay higher for longer. Not to mention there's a very elevated insurance premium on these tankers going through the strait because it's higher risk and there's a lot of volatility of what maybe we would do as a U.S. military or even Iran. So that will probably stay on these tankers for at least the rest of the year, which will keep the price higher no matter what happens. The problem, though, is we're not making a deal tomorrow, and it's going to be probably down the road if and when that happens. So I don't want to be directly exposed to oil. I don't want to be buying oil thinking that's going to skyrocket. I also don't want to be betting against it and going short, but I want to bet on the movement of it. I think we're going to stay pretty sideways here, assuming that we don't escalate the war too much and we make a deal eventually. I think oil will stay in the low hundreds. Right now, it's like 105 for Brent. I think we stay between 95 and 115 in that kind of that balance period, depending on how the market is trading it and just the overall sentiment of the war. And I think for my strategy, selling puts, that's perfect. You want to have sideways movement, and it allows me to make 1 or 2% per week, betting on the direction of what's going to happen with oil. And it gives me the ability to make money on it and benefit what's going on right now on a macro, but more importantly, not getting too exposed if there is a tweet that sends it going 10% higher in one day, or the opposite, obviously. So think about it that way. If you're looking to have some exposure to the war and make some money off of oil, this is a safer play. And if it ends up being a 3 or 4 month trade, you can still make 30% on this strategy without risking a ton of cash or risking a ton of exposure.